I have one more question. How many students do you think you teach in your life? Rough calculation. Ma'am, you have 30 years of experience. How many students have you taught so far? Every year, how many students have you taught as a class teacher?
1 year or 20 or 40. Before I starting.
1 year you are a class teacher, right? If you are a class teacher, right, that year, how many students do you have on an average? 50 students in a class?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
22 others.
Let's take 50 students. Okay, 50 students. Every year you are teaching. You are a class teacher. You have that personal connect. You are responsible for every good thing that happens in their life, right? So 50 students every year. 10 years may how many students? 500?
Yes.
20 years? 1000? 30 years? 1500. Now let's say teacher, they never retire, right? Let's take maybe let's say you started your career as a teacher in your 20s, right? And you end up working for the remaining 40 years, for let's say 50 years. So 50 into 50 is what? 2500. I will add additional of 500. In your entire career, you have an opportunity to change at least 3000 lives. कितने? 3000 जिंदगियां आप बदल सकते हैं एक टीचर. I'm talking as a class teacher, but there is no limit. Like you said, ma'am, there is no limit. In the last few years, I have connected to more than 50,000 students. One-on-one sessions. I have motivated, guided them, coached them, empowered them, and many good things I have done. Right? So as a teacher, and you know what? I'm doing this activity only during weekends. If I am able to connect with students personally, one-on-one, in a classroom, and train them, coach them, empower them, motivate them, inspire them to help them become the best version of themselves by instilling those positive thoughts, positive mindset, and so on. Now, can you imagine you have taken this profession as a full-time, right? Can you imagine what kind of a change you can bring in those students? Unlimited. 5 साल में 2018 में I started this journey. 5 साल में I was able to connect to 50,000 students doing only these trainings in the weekend. As a teacher, you're doing this full time. Can you imagine how many students you can connect? 1 lakh, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs for the next 40 years? It's up to you, right? So be responsible for that change to happen in their life. Positive change, good change. You have to be a change maker in the society. You come, teach subject, then go. No big deal. You come, change their mindset in a good way. Motivate them in a positive way. Help them to dream big. You want to become a doctor? Tell the student, you become a doctor, not just a gully ka doctor, you become the best doctor in the world. Is there a limit? There is no limit. You want to become an engineer? You become an engineer, but you become the best engineer in the country or in the world. You want to become a businessman? Very good, but become the best businessman in the world. Tell them not only about profession, also talk about their personal life. You, boy, become the best son, become the best brother, become the best friend, become the best husband, become the best citizen of the country. If you are dealing with a girl child, tell her, dear student, become the best sister, become the best daughter to your parents, become the best wife to the husband, become the best citizen of the country. It's only a thought. If you can instill those thoughts in those children at that early age, they will become unstoppable in their life. And who is responsible for that? It's you. If they become unstoppable in their life and they become change makers in the society at a very large scale, the entire credit goes to you. Whatever good happens because of them in the society, in the communities, in the nation, in the world, you are responsible for that change. And the reward is, you can't even imagine. You can't even imagine. Right? Can you become the change makers from today? That's the question. Yeah? I have not given the answer yet. I will share the answer. That is what I'm doing. I'm actually helping you become that. Right? Alright. So, good discussion. Let's do one quick activity. Yeah? Okay. So, question number 1. Why education with right values? Understand the question. Okay? Why education with right values is important in one's life? Who wants to answer? Alright, so now there's going to be a competition. Ready for the competition? Group A and Group B. Let's see who wins. Let's see who wins. I think we have answer from Group A. Come on, ma'am. Yeah, go ahead. Why education with right values is important in one's life? Your answer is to be a good citizen. Okay? What is Group B's answer? Group B. Overall development. Okay. Now.
No one taken from education. If we learn the education, no one taken from it.
Okay. Nobody can take education, knowledge from us. Right? That's your answer. Fine. Let me see who gives the best answer. Hey, do you have chocolates? Yeah, go get some chocolates. At least 10 chocolates. Let's see who will win. Okay, I'll ask. Okay, you have to hold your thoughts. I'm looking for the best answer. Yes, ma'am.
At the end, our ultimate goal is to be a good human being. So that's why the right value this education is.
Okay, now ma'am says right values is important in education because in the end we want to become good human being. Okay, good. All right.
Change the world.
All right. Change the world. Okay.
First, we should teach the students like we can operate the phone. This is all the I will say out of the box. Everyone can say that the education can change the world, this and that. But first, we should keep the greediness among. We should create the greediness among the students that if we are educated, then we can operate the cell phone because they want to learn.
Yeah.
They want to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they are interested in, by seeing the students, we should mold it according to that.
Okay, fair enough. Group B.
We are well educated.
Hey, जाओ भाई chocolate लेके आओ. They're not going to let you go. I'm telling you. Go get some 10 chocolates. Huh.
If we are well educated by the right moral values, the people who are there surrounding us, they too will change according to that.
Okay, good thought process. Right? Awesome. I'm looking something else out of the box. Let's see. Chocolate.
Right values, no, to get them right only.
Okay, very simple. Right values, no. To get them right only. No left, huh? Okay. ठीक है. Any other thoughts? Two?
To be a very good decision maker.
Okay, alright.
Self-confident.
Self-confidence.
Properly in the society.
Yep. Okay. ठीक है. So, many thought processes here. What is the real definition of education according to you?
overall mentally,
physically, mentally, emotionally, building up. That is a holistic development.
It's a holistic development. Okay, we have many areas of our life. Yeah, physically, mentally, emotionally, intellectually, financially, spiritually, and so on. Right. So these are the important areas of a good human being. What is your definition of education?
सीखना और सिखाना ही एजुकेशन है.
सीखना और सिखाना.
To live,
Okay.
to live life, क्योंकि जिंदगी में सीखते भी हैं और सिखाते भी हैं.
Okay.
ये जिंदगी के लिए बहुत जरूरी है.
Okay.
Overall life is
Okay. Fair enough. Any other thoughts? What else? Do you know the definition of education by Nelson Mandela? What is his definition of education? I have only improvised that statement. Yeah.
you have studied many.
Yeah. Someone is taking the help of mobile phone. That's absolutely fine. You can go and ask Google Baba, bolo kya hai? Baba is always there to bless you.
Because his definition of is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Yes, what exactly the teacher said.
Yeah. Nelson Mandela, he said what? Education.
Most powerful weapon.
Education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. Right? My definition is education with great values. Education with great values is the most powerful tool we can use to change the world. Right values has to be there. Agar right values nahi hai, you know what is happening in the world today? People are highly educated, double degrees, master degrees, from big institutions. They are the products of big institutions, having PhDs, doctorates, etc., and so on, right? And because they unfortunately didn't have right values, they are ending up doing all the negative things in the society. समझ में आ रहा है ना? If people had the right values while they were educated, right? So ultimately, they would have thought about the society, community, nation, world, because the world itself is our home, right? Because the right values are missing, unfortunately, they are taking all the negative decisions and they are least bothered about anyone. Selfish. You told about greediness. People are becoming so selfish, so greedy. I, me and myself. I, me and myself. Nahin. It's about everyone, right? ठीक है. Okay. So I think 2 chocolate मिलेगा to both the groups. You want to share it? Sharing is caring, or you want to be greedy? The choice is yours. हाँ, मैं क्या करता हूँ, चॉकलेट ऐसा फैन के ऊपर उड़ाता हूँ. Yeah, the answer is very simple. If a person is educated with right values, the outcomes will be positive, amazing, outstanding, beautiful, which will end up benefiting everybody. If education is not given with right values, then ultimately people will be educated, people will be intelligent. You have scientists, right? Scientists. A scientist invented something to benefit human world, and he had the right values when he got educated, right? And there is another scientist who invented something that resulted in destroying. It can be anything, right? Simple. COVID, for example. For example, right? COVID is the outcome of those negative people who were very talented, educated, right? And they resulted in doing something negative. At the same time, they were right people who invented something to fight back with that particular thing. It's always between right and wrong. Yeah. Now, as a teacher, you have to instill all those right values. Now, the question is, according to you, tell me at least one or two right values. Ma'am, according to you, what is a right value? Okay.
The right value of education.
In life,
I didn't got the question. Excuse me. You answer
right
it.
value, education.
Education.
आपने बोला कैरेक्टर.
Education has to build the best characters.
हाँ, तो कैरेक्टर इज अ वैल्यू, राइट? ठीक है. एनीथिंग एल्स?
Education is a passport to
Truthfulness. Truthfulness is a value. What is value in life? Value is something that you will not compromise, no matter what. अगर कोई इंसान सच बोल रहा है, he will never compromise because that's his value. What is discipline? What is our value? Our value is to speak truth, no matter what. Our value is to be honest, faithful. Our Prophet told, right? मुसलमान ईमानदार इंसान जो है दो काम नहीं कर सकता. एक झूठ नहीं बोल सकता, एक धोखा नहीं दे सकता. पर मुसलमान हमेशा सच बोलता है और ईमानदार रहता है. ये हमारा बेसिक वैल्यू है. ये बेसिक वैल्यूज डालो बच्चों में. व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट कमांड? इक़रा बिस्मि रब्बिकल लज़ी खलक़. पढ़ो, पढ़ो. देखो 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 देखो. Right? First command was to read. Reading is the mother of everything. What is reading? Reading is the mother of everything. वो वैल्यू बच्चों में डालो. उनको बोलो पढ़ो पढ़ो पढ़ो, because learning is a lifelong process. Learning is a never ending process. Learning is a continuous process. Learning starts from a mother's womb and learning ends when we enter our own grave. Right? वो वैल्यू तुम्हें पैदा करना, वो वैल्यू तुम्हें बिल्ड करना बच्चों में. पढ़ो पढ़ो पढ़ो. हमें पैदा हो को ही सोच पढ़ने के वास्ते. We are born to read. We are born to learn. ये वैल्यू डालना तुम्हें बच्चों में. किसका हुक्म? ये अल्लाह का हुक्म. पहला चीज पढ़ो पढ़ो पढ़ो. ऐसा होना, उनको फील होना कि हमें पैदा हो को ही सोच पढ़ने के वास्ते. वो दिमाग में आ जाना. पहला वैल्यू. दूसरा वैल्यू सच्चाई, ट्रूथफुलनेस. ऑलवेज स्पीक ट्रूथ. सच बोलो. तुम्हें नींद में भी सच बोलो, जागे तो भी सच बोलो. तुम्हारे पास करोड़ रुपए है तो भी सच बोलो, तुम्हारे पास 1 रुपया है तो भी सच बोलो. नो कॉम्प्रोमाइज. ये सेकेंड वैल्यू. तीसरा वैल्यू ईमानदार रहो. बी ऑनेस्ट. धोखा नको दियो. झूठ बोलता सो शैतान. किसकी आदत है? शैतान की आदत. तुम्हें झूठ बोले तो तुम्हें शैतान ही. तुम्हें धोखा देता सो शैतान. तुम्हें धोखा दिया तो तुम्हें शैतान ही. ऐसा कंपेयर करो. दिस इज व्हाट आई टीच माय किड्स. आई हैव 2 kids. आई टेल देम ऑलवेज स्पीक ट्रूथ, बी ऑनेस्ट. इफ यू lie, that means you are shaitan. You are chota shaitan. Right? I teach them. First thing, read, study, 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 study. सच बोलो, ईमानदार रहो. 3 बेसिक वैल्यूज हो गए. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट हमारे टीचिंग से लेंगे. क्या है भाई? डिसिप्लिन. डिसिप्लिन. अजान टाइम पर होचे, there is discipline. जमात टाइम पर खर्चे, there is discipline. Right? Next value. 5th value, cleanliness, पाक सफाई. हमें पाक साफ लोग हैं भाई, है कि नहीं? हमें कौन पाक साफ लोग हैं, हमें हम ना गंदे लोग बना नहीं, बिकॉज हमारा लाइफ स्टाइल वैसा बन गया। हमें जब हमें पाक साफ से दूर हो गए, हमें गंदे हो गए। जब हमें इल्म से, एजुकेशन से दूर हो गए, हमें जाहिल हो गए, बेवकूफ हो गए, इडियट्स बन गए, हमें स्टूपिड हो गए, हमें, है कि नहीं? एम आई टॉकिंग प्रैक्टिकल थिंग्स? समझ में आ रहा नहीं? ये एज ए टीचर यू आर अ चेंज मेकर, यू हैव टू instill those basic values in children. Number 1, learning. Never compromise with learning. Best learner बनो दुनिया में। तुम्हें यहां पढ़ रही 10th, नेक्स्ट तुम्हें बेस्ट कॉलेज में जाना, उसके बाद में टॉप इंस्टीट्यूशन कंट्री के जाना, उसके बाद में मास्टर को जो दुनिया के बेस्ट इंस्टीट्यूशन में जाओ, फिर तुम्हें छोटे मोटे कंपनी में काम नहीं करना। तुम्हें करे तो दुनिया की बेस्ट कंपनी में करो। तो छोटे मोटे कंपनी में काम करे तो 10-15-20 हजार मिलता है। वो तुम्हें दुनिया की बड़ी कंपनी में गए तो 10 लाख 20 लाख रुपए मिलता पर मंथ। कहता कैसी है लाइफ स्टाइल, हमें कैसे रहती, राइट? सब भी देखे तो बोलती है बने तो वैसा बनना, बने तो ब्लैक बोर्ड से करनी। मैम हाँ देख रही मैम कौन भी नहीं वहां, बने तो वैसा बच्चा बनना। कौन भी इनके अम्मा बाबा देखो सीखो, कौन भी टीचर रही इनको पढ़ाई सो देखो वैसे टीचर होना कर सकते नहीं, ये हमें कर सकते सो। इट इज आवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, ओनली वी कैन डू इट, राइट? टीचर्स आर सोल रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दिस, यू आर लाइक देयर सोल, उनकी रूह ही तुम्हें, राइट? It's very important. Now, did you understand the importance of right values in education?
Question answer.
Answer अब तक का बोला है सोच,
No sir, correct answer you want.
अब तक का बोले ना वो आंसर है।
No, you have to tell that answer you want.
Which answer?
This question answer, correct answer you want. One word.
One word. Right values.
Positive thinking.
It's positivity. Always positive. आपका पास ही है वो आंसर मैम, इट्स कैरेक्टर, अच्छे अखलाक, इससे अच्छे अखलाक बनती, बेस्ट। ठीक है, नाउ ठीक है, एक आंसर, एक चॉकलेट यहां पर लियो मां। यू नो एक्चुअली में पूछ डाले चॉकलेट ही ना यू नो हमारे स्पीकर 2 मंथ से टीचिंग कर रही, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देंगे आप, किसी कौन लेते हैं चॉकलेट? Why teaching profession is important in the world? Now, question is teaching a profession? Ma'am, is teaching a profession? Teaching is a responsibility. ठीक है. Any other answers? Is teaching a profession?
Teaching profession gives other professions.
Okay.
They are creating other professions.
Okay, I like that.
Professions.
Professions. Is teaching a profession? Simple सवाल, अब आंसर दियो। If yes, why? If no, why?
Actually, it is a 24/7 profession.
It is a 24/7. 22 आवर्स नहीं रहते दिन में, 24 आवर्स रहती, 24/7, 7 days in a week.
It is a profession, but it is not like a profession only. It is more responsibility than a profession.
So you are telling this as a puzzle. It is a profession, but it is not as a profession, but it is doing ऐसा confuse कर रही हूँ तुम्हें।
Teaching, to be frank, is actually a noble profession.
It's a noble profession.
We cannot deny, but we are earning through it. We cannot deny. Yes, it is a noble profession.
It's a noble profession. Fine. I'm looking for some other unique answer.
For all the answers, we say
बोलो।
Whatever answers giving, same answers you are giving, sir. But
will not train up. Will not get
Is teaching a profession?
what we teach. Yes, we teach the others.
You're telling yes. Okay. How many of you agree to yes? Okay. Anyone who says teaching is not a profession, raise your hand.
Teaching is the what best profession of the life.
Okay, you're still stuck there. Profession, profession, profession. How many of you don't agree with profession? Raise hand. Raise hand. Those who don't agree teaching is a profession, raise hand. That means everyone agrees here that teaching is a profession. I don't agree. Teaching is not a profession. Teaching is not a profession. Teaching is a service.
That's what I said. It's a
Who?
responsibility, sir.
नहीं सर्विस का इस्तेमाल ही वर्ड इस्तेमाल करेंगे तुम. टीचिंग इज अ सर्विस. आंसर मिला माँ. मैं क्या अभी बोल को दे रही. You are not catching my points. I'm telling so many things, right? So you have to be open. Think. हर एक पॉइंट को नोट करो. मैं छोटा चीज बोलने के वास्ते नहीं आई हूँ. I'm out of the box. बड़ा. इसलिए मैं बोलूँ think big. बड़ा सोचो. Until unless you don't think big, trust me, you will not help children to think big. आपकी सोच एकदम बड़ी रहना है. ठीक है, तो तुम्हें बच्चों को मोटिवेट करने के वास्ते यू हैव टू थिंक आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स. वरना नहीं कर सकते तुम्हें, राइट? वरना तुम्हें भी छोटा छोटा सोचती और उन्होंने भी छोटा छोटा सोचती. या ओके, ठीक है. नाउ टेल मी व्हाई टीचिंग इज important in the world. I got some answers from here.